Hi, welcome back to the next part of our tutorial to build a train. Today we want to make the rest of the things we have to do here and then we put it together. So let's start. This brackets here, we have done that in the other thing, so we can copy them. So we get these things here, Shift D, make a copy, and bring it to our other things here. Okay. And we see that thing here. We done such like that here. So we can take that Shift D, copy that. Now, first thing we model is this thing here. So we start with add mesh cube. Scale down to size. Scale up set. Good. You see we need here a hole in. So we make here a loop. Here two loops. Then we can delete here this edge. We go out and we can delete that edge. That thing is a very big thing that goes into the whole machine, so we can make them huge. So before we do that, we close that with F, all open sides. Mark them both, close with F. Good. You see here a little bit run stuff there. So we make another loop and get this down edges there and scale them in X. Scale X. Then we make it manually. Good. We done that. So we got that, and that is enough. And I said it before, it is a long thing, so we scale that in Y. So we got that. That is good. From this thing we need 1 and 2. So I don't think we need to make an instance of that, but we can. We make it. Move to the second layer. Uh, Second layer. Then with Shift C, go in the middle. Alt G to bring that in the middle. Control G, give a group name, and it is break holder 3. We go back to first layer and input here our group instance break holder 3 that we have here. Good. That we have done. Next thing is this thing here. So we start at mesh cube, scale down, scale on the set, scale X, scale set. Yes. Then we make in there two loops, scale X, a little. Good. We have that. Go here to midday point. Clover we have. Okay. So we see there is one that goes up and one goes down. So we take here this thing and extrude out and the same on the down part. So extrude and bring it down. We see now that it is rounded at each edges, so we can bevel them. That means we select them, that is that one, that, no, begin from new, that, that, and this one here. So we have selected all, and now with Control B, we can bevel them all. So we got that. Then we see we have there the mother. Without the mother, we have only a screw head. So we scale that whole thing in Y to make it smaller. Good. Then we get here screw head onto. So group instance, and we take screw head 1. We looked at it as the right size. A little bit smaller maybe. Okay, good. Place that a little bit up there. Shift D to duplicate, bring them down. Get both. Shift D, bring them to the other side. Reduct this size of the cross there. So, okay. Then we can mark first the screw, then this thing, Control P, parent to object, so we make it with all. Okay, we're done. Then this parts that we beveled, we can smooth. We have shading arrows, you know what to do. Make loops. Good. All done. This thing is ready. Grabbing, positioning, thanks. File, save. Good. Next thing we want to build is this one here. So we start. Add mesh cube. Scale down. Scale in the X. That is a thing that isn't that small. That is a little bit brighter. So we scale in the Y. Then we need this and this one. In this case, I will make it simple. So Shift D, rotate Y 90. Rotate Y 90. Scale down, grabbing, scale X, and Shift D to duplicate, bring it there. Get this one here, Shift D, duplicate them, scale in the X. Good. Then we take with background selection this here and this here and scale X, that is a little bit straighter there. Okay. Then we extrude that all and scale X again to bring it on the point. So we got that. Now we must look that it's all real in the middle. And we see here out of them is another thing too. So that means we need here bevel or something else that can do that. We will try such. Shift D, then scale in the set, bring it up to, okay. Then we want to have here a cut that we can bevel. So that means we get this line here and bring it to the end of that. And it should be normally a quarter. So think on that. Then we get this line and this line, extrude and bring them to the middle, scale X0. Then we can use here a modifier, but when we use a modifier, then we can't merge it together like it is now, but we will see. Good. We bevel now, so that means this, not, but this. Or make both, we make both, we make both. Good. So we look from front, jump in there, Control B, and bevel. Roll the middle mouse, and we got that here is okay for me. Yeah, good. Then we can take here mirror modifier, but in which direction? In the set? Why in the set? Oh, so yeah. Clipping must be on, and the origin must be here on the side. So we go in here and mark something like a word or something else. Then Shift S, and then you can say cursor to selected. Now the 3D cursor is there. And now you can say the origin should go to the 3D cursor. So origin to 3D cursor. That is here, set origin by tools. Now the origin is there. And when I make now the mirror on, then it fits there. Okay. So we have to give them a little bit more space, I think. Such like that. That's okay. All in all is small, so when we look from the side, we can scale in the Y. So we got that. We have here a little space that we must bevel. So we go in and mark them. We only need to do it here because the rest is mirror. So we smooth it. Then think on the shading. So we need loops. Good. That is that. All done. We done the thing. You don't see it here, but there are screws with mother. So we need to bring them there. So add group instance, not screw head. We need screw mother. We rotate X minus 90 degrees, rotate X 180 degrees. Bring them here. We can use clipping. Many people ask me why you don't use clipping. We can make that. So we have that, grabbing, good. We bring them in position. Then with the grabbing, he fits to the next position that he finds. From that is good. You don't must tweak along there to get that fixed to the background there. So that is okay. Now we make the same as before. This one we parent to them. That one and this two plus this one, this one, this one, and this big thing we join together. This one and the rest we parent like object here too. Mark them both. Then Control P when you marked both and set parent to object. Now when we move that, it should be follow all, but that don't happen, so I'll make it again to object. Loops in parent. I don't trust that thing here. Good. Don't know why that happens. We look here. There is no parent. So we look here, what's the name of that? So we type in here and we see cube 30 as the name. So we can give here manual cube 30 cube and 0.030. Yeah, done. But it is gone. Don't understand that. Then we delete that and make Shift D a copy of that, and then make that and that, Control P object. Now it works. This one we apply. I don't need this real, so that's good. Good. We have it. Grab it. But I see we have here this long axis so that we can reduct. It's better for seeing. Good. Done that. We grab it and bring it there. File, save. Good. So we done that. We done that, and that. Yeah. Good. We need another view so I can show you what we need to make next is yeah, here you can see this thing and this thing we must build where this all is put it on. So I would start with that thing here. So we add mesh cube, scale down, then bring it in front. This clipping, this tricky stuff. Good. Scale Y. No, I don't need this clipping, so better is I make it like I do it every time. It's my workflow. So then control, make two loops in there. Good. Then we can take here the down part and extrude them down. And then we take the edge, the down right edge, and bring them more into. I think we can take the other one too, and then bring them in. So we got that. Then we can delete these edges here on top, then close the rest with F. Good. Then you see there is a plate down there. So like that. That means we take here these three things and extrude it down, such like that. Then we look from the side and, sorry, extrude that, and on the back side too. So we need a little bit more place. So we get that back side and extrude that to this point. Good, we done that. Here's our mothers with the screw and down there too. So we bring them up. So add group instance mother with screw. Bring them out. In this case, that are fat one. So we scale them. We have a big one. Yeah. And go in the middle. Shift D. Then hold both. Shift D. Good. Get this axis down. Good. We've done that. Then here we need two of them too. So Shift D, rotate X 90, rotate X 180, and then we see we can put it there, and Shift D on the other side too. Good. When we look at the other picture, we see there are no screws with mother, only on this one side. So we let it like it is. It is done. So we can make there a little bevel, but I don't want to. So we parent it all together. So first the object, then the main object, Control P, object. These lines show you that it is connected. So we have that, and all moves with. So it's done. Grabbing, positioning, file, save. Good. The next thing we see here is this little thing. So we add mesh cube, scale down, and it's a little bit longer than high. So scale X, bring them out. It must be a little bit longer, so we scale another Y. Maybe not so much, but that it is a quad. Yeah. Then we bevel them. We see that is run stuff there. So edit mode, mark all, Control B, and bevel that. So we got that. We need a smooth. All done. Good. We see in front there's this round stuff, so make that. Add mesh cylinder. We take 24, rotate X 90, scale down. Good. Scale in the Y. Good. Need to smooth. Go in edit mode, make the loops. Good. Then we take the front face and extrude scale. Then we extrude it to the front. There we make a little bevel, Control B. Okay. Then we take the face 2 and extrude scale again. And extrude out again. And bevel again, Control B. Okay, we done that. So we see here a little screw heads on it. So we make them there. Add group instance screw head, and we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 I think. So we have to place them, so we scale them down that they can be on this part. And with set we go in the wireframe so we see that better. Shift D to duplicate, make here one, Shift D duplicate, Shift D duplicate, and so on. Okay. We done that. We reduct these axes. Good. We have done that. Cherry mode. Good. That was that. When we look here on the top, there we see there comes two things out. Mesh cube. Scale set. Make them as long as this whole thing is. So we go side view. Bring them middle. Scale Y. Ready. A little bit deeper that it fits. Then we bring them onto. See it there. Good. Shift D, make a copy. Bring it to the other side. You see here screw width mother. So we add group instance screw width mother. We rotate X 90. Rotate X 180. And bring them in front. Shift D to duplicate. Bring it there. Good. Done that. Now we see here this other thing, but before we clear this axis, okay. Then we make that whole round thing there, the cylinder, 24 is okay. Scale down, see that is the size of that. Then we need here one part that comes out, so we make there two loops. Then we mark that loop. Then with control, we extrude and scale. Then we have that out. Good. We smooth that all. We need to make the loops for shading. Good. Done. And bring that in front into. Good. We now get this here and join. So we have that here. We see here shading arrow. That is because that is a flat. So make it flat, then it is flat. Good. Then the old thing, like everything, parent that. So now we look how it comes with done. So grabbing, bring in position, file, save. So let us look what we have done. That we done. This we done. That and this things there that we have. We need this here. So we make that. A cylinder 24. In this case, rotate Y 90. Scale down. Scale X. That's good. Smooth. 2 loops. Scale X. Good. You see there's a plate at the back of them. So we add mesh cube. Scale X. Then we got that. That must be a little bit more in the middle. Okay. Look from side. Yeah, it's good. There are screws head. So we go in here and add group instance screw head and rotate set 90 and then bring them onto, look from side, set to wireframe mode, Shift D to duplicate, mark both, Shift D to duplicate, done. Reduct the axis, done. Then we get that and join it. Then we parent the mothers there, the screw heads there. Oh, I think that was wrong. So now when we move that, all moves with. Wonderful. Can go here back to material mode and grab and bring it to the other. Good. So we done much. That we copied. This one here must be longer. So we get our tank, gasoline tank there. We delete this back part here, that here, and that. X, delete words. Then we bring them to one of the end. Then we get with background selection, word selection, B border selection, and bring them to that point. Now we have that. So you see here are holders. So Control R to make loops and bring them on the position where they are. Then we mark that, extrude scale, scale set, mark, extrude scale, scale X. Good. We done, but we need here make the loops for shading again. Same as here. So we got that. That's okay. This whole pipes, and so we make that later when it is on his place like this too. That is all make later when we have put it where it should be. Okay, so next thing to do is bring them all there where they should be. So I make a short pause and we see us then.